Hey everyone, welcome back to Tara Speech Center with me, Nayantara. As you can see in the title below, this video is part of a series. So in this series, I'm going to be talking about questions. Today's video is going to be about how you can help your child understand the questions that you ask them. This video is for you. If you've ever asked your child a question and they didn't know what to say, or they said something that's not really relevant to the question, or they were just upset and frustrated because they didn't understand. So let's get started. So there are different types of questions that we ask children. There is what, where, when, who, and so many more. But it's important to remember that children learn and understand these questions at different ages. For example, a child who is 2 years old can understand what question. So that could be, what's that? Or what are you doing? Whereas a child who is 3 years old can understand what, where, and who questions. So that could be, where did you go yesterday? Or who are you playing with? So it's important to remember the type of questions that we're asking children. So the next thing to think about is the words or the language that we use when we ask the question. For example, when you find your child playing under the table with a toy, you could ask them, what are you doing playing under the table? But that question has so many words that the child needs to understand, like, what are you doing, playing, under, table. Whereas, if you ask them the question, what are you doing, it's much easier to understand. So remember to think about using easy, short words and sentences when you ask questions. So the next one is a strategy that you can use both to help them understand and answer questions. It's visuals. Visuals are things that your child can see along with listening to the question that help them understand it better. So you could add a picture to your question. For example, if you are asking your child a when question, when do you go to sleep? You could have a picture that looks something like this, so that they understand that when questions mean you're talking about time. When do you go to sleep? You could even add an action to your question. For example, if you are asking your child, what did you eat for lunch? You could add an action for the word eat. So you could say, what did you eat for lunch? So using visuals like pictures, objects, or even actions can really help your child understand questions better. The last but not the least is a very simple strategy, and it's waiting. So it's important to remember that children with language problems need time to understand all of the words in the question, process it, think about an answer, and then say it out loud. I understand that as an adult, we want to help the child who is struggling to answer the question. But wait and make sure that the child has enough time to think about the answer and then offer help if they need it. So those are some of the ways in which you can help your children understand questions better. Stay tuned for part 2, where I tell you how you can help them answer questions. So thank you for listening. Stay connected by either liking the video, sharing it with a friend or a family member, or leaving a comment below the video. See you next time.